Hello students, it's Mr. Robertson here for another Science Mr. Robertson video. I'm actually giving my Year 4 and my Year 6 students the same video this week. There's no questions either this week. It's all about practicing what you know. You both have science tests coming up. You'll do awesome. And this video is about tips for awesome science tests. I'm going to work through a question, and we've got to see how I do it, what I need to do for the top level skills in science. And I'm also giving some tips of things you can do at home or in class time to help you to get all the stuff in your head ready for testing. Firstly, I'll explain a little bit about what we expect in science criteria. I've explained all the classes a bit already, but we've spoke about having an E, a C, or an A. You get B's and D's if all your averages are the same, but there are only 3 actual levels we talk about. And they have all those big, long, complicated words. I'm going to translate them into the simplest I can for you all. If you're an E-level student, it means you know things. It means you can give examples. It means you can maybe describe what it looks like or what happens. If you're the C student, the word I like to use is explain. Can you say what has happened and why it has happened? And the A, usually, they are applying knowledge. They don't just say, oh, it's this because of this. They go, and this works because, and then bring in the science that they've learnt. E, C, A. Now that seems quite simple. Okay, for the higher levels, I need to explain why. I need to use the knowledge I've learnt in class. But getting A's is hard. Getting A's is something that is difficult. And it's a skill that I want to train. By the end of this year, both Year 4 and Year 6, I expect we will get much better at this as we practice it more and more and more. I've got a question here I'm going to read out. It's from the Year 4 revision guide. Year 4 I've got here. And I'm taking question 6 on that. It is something like this. Forests are very important to humans. Explain 2 reasons why we need more trees. There we go. Forests are very important for humans. Explain why we need more trees. Good enough question, fair. And something that I believe my Year 4s and my Year 6s, I'm sure, could answer without much planning and much concern. Now, I'll work through this for an E student, and then for a C, and then for an A. Yes, you can see that, nice. If the E student, the student knows, that's a student who can maybe give me those 2 reasons. So they give me 2 good reasons. That's fantastic. There are many good reasons. I've thought of a few. Some we've done in class, some we haven't. So it could be to plants are good to stop the greenhouse effect. Could be a good reason. Another good reason would be that they make oxygen. That's a good reason. Another good reason could be that they stop soil erosion. If there's lots and lots of trees in an area, then it's very hard for the soil to actually disappear. It's stuck in there. If you don't have many trees and many plants, you do get a lot of the top of the soil comes off and all the nutrients go as well. So if a student had maybe 2 ideas like this, and they were told that there could be maybe, if you'll say, something to do with the economy, or food, or it could be with habitats, for different wildlife, and that they provide different things humans can take, many more things. Right? All of those are great ideas. Yeah, this student, they know reasons why humans need more trees. I see that. But they haven't explained it. So they don't get the higher level. Let's take the greenhouse effect. Now, if you want to explain it, we need to go and say one more about it. So, stop the greenhouse effect, because the greenhouse effect is caused by carbon dioxide. I hope you can write CO2, and that's okay if you are. Trees need CO2. They take it in. So trees make less CO2 in the atmosphere. There you go. That's explained. I can see that. Okay. So this greenhouse effect is caused by CO2, and the trees need that. So if they have more trees, there's less CO2. I get it. That's good. That would be one idea up at the sea level. If I'm looking for the A level, I need to go a little bit further. I might need to jump off at this point here in my answer and say how CO2 traps light energy. CO2 makes the earth warmer. I might need to jump off there, because that way, for the sea, so CO2 does this, then om du kan förklara hur koldioxid can make the earth warmer, you've taken a question about trees to something about how the greenhouse effects works. You're applying different science knowledge. That's really good. Another one, for example, you could then, for the A level, I will take, which one should I take? I want to take soil erosion. I quite like that. So, soil erosion. So, you put that down for the C. So you've got soil erosion, less soil, less nutrients for plants. I can see that. If the soil erodes away, there's less soil, they get less nutrients. That makes sense. Good explanation. Good C level work. For the A level work, why? Why is the soil eroding if there's less trees? And then I can go, hold on, right. So soil erosion, if there's less trees, gives less things to hold soil together, and then it's easy for wind and rain to move away soil. Again, it's this new idea of science knowledge. So if the soil erosion is got to mean there's less soil and there's less nutrients for plants. That's because with less trees, there's less things in the soil to hold it together, so it's easier for wind and rain to move the soil. Again, this here is talking about friction and things being in the way. This is a whole different part of science, but you've put it into your question. That's my A-level thinking. That's what I'm looking for. And you can do it for all different kinds of things. And when you do, because not every question is a long answer question in the test, but when you do get it, that's where I'm wanting you to go. I'm wanting you to, what is happening? Why is it important? How does it work? You need a good mastery, I believe, of those keywords. I always focus my revision around keywords. So revision ideas that I like, they could be, if you like listening, you can always download and rip my videos as MP3s. That's always good. I do appreciate the BBC Bite-Size website. Good games in there as well. I've put some links for both the 4s and 6s on the revision guides. I'm a big fan of making posters. I'm a big fan of doing that. Big keywords everywhere. Go and stick them up in your toilet door. Good place to remember them, or by the bed. Fantastic ideas. I'm also, one idea that I would have is, of course, answer questions. I've done some practice questions, have a go at them, or even better, make your own. Go and challenge somebody else at home and see if they can understand the science well as you can. Hope that makes sense, guys. That's an example. We'll do more of it in class. Questions fired to me. Let's see how it goes. Thank you. Take care.